Good morning, Alexis Love Beauties and Flawless Man. Reading from Our Daily Bread in Hebrews, chapter 11, verses 6. But without faith, it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Lord, my dear and fine-minded friend is an atheist. He was in the military and has seen unspeakable things. He believes a caring God could not permit such evil. He and I have some good conversations, and most days we come to the conclusion that we must agree to disagree. But sometimes I talk to my friend or I listen to the news, and despite my best efforts, I am filled with fear and uncertainty. God, there are so many doubters in this world, people who question your existence and power. Please fill my heart with belief in you. Going back up into the reading, but without faith, it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. If we do not have faith in the unseen, then we won't get far. There will be, the way I look at faith and believing in God is that because we are here, because we are alive, because God is still a good God, no matter whether you love him or not, he prefers you to love him. But even if you don't, God's word is still solid on he is a provider in general. When God said he's a provider, he doesn't take, he gives it only to you at certain levels when you don't believe in him. But it's good to believe in him to get 100% of his provider, of him being a provider. If someone doesn't have faith or doesn't believe in God, that looks like them only making it to certain levels in their life. Because God said he is who he is, and he's not changing that. Whether you're good or bad, you just get it in certain amounts. So someone that doesn't have faith, that doesn't believe in God, it might look like them just always working a job for the rest of their lives. Someone that does believe in God, someone that does have faith, that looks like you working with them temporarily working that job. And then one day you just see them elevate into being one of the most successful hairstylists in the world, one of the, New York's best time seller. It's going to look different when you have faith in God and when you don't. And it is always going to be impossible for you to even believe in God if you do not have faith. Us in this generation, we have not physically seen God. So all we have is his word. All we have is the testimonies of the men and women and children that we read about. But also what helps increase our faith is us being able to be aware of the things that has happened in our own lives. Me personally, the reason why I have faith, the reason why I keep going forward with God, the reason why is because I've had interactions with the Spirit. I've had interactions with the Spirit. I've had the Spirit of the Lord Jesus Christ tell me not to do something, and then I went against that, and then I seen the outcome, and it still was a light burden. Come on, Jesus! Just because I had the faith, he didn't drag me through there like he could have. Imagine not having that faith, and you hearing the Lord say, "Don't do that," and you do it, and you still don't have faith. Then that's not going to. It'll be harder for you to get out of that situation. We have to first look at our own lives. Reading the Bible and reading God's word is one indication of faith. It's one indication that he's real and he's alive. But if you still don't believe that what he said in Genesis, he created everything, separated the night from day. He created the animals and the fowl of the air and the herbs. And then you go outside and you see this grass and you see these birds. Like, how is the birds able to, if you still don't believe that, then there is no faith. So reading and what you actually see goes hand in hand. Now, sometimes you're not able to see things that vivid just right now. So you will still have to walk by just your belief and not the things you see. Faith is a beautiful and it's the most powerful thing to have, because you are solely moving off of your spirit. You're solely moving off of what's on the inside of you and not really what's around you. The faith to me. It's a feeling. It's an intuition. It's knowledge that you get that you just haven't researched or picked up in the world. Having faith can take you a lot of places, and you will receive a lot of information from God in general. Having faith will literally save your life. And faith is something that you either have it or you do not. You can get it by increasing your knowledge, but if not, then it's just something that you have in your heart or you do not. It's a beautiful thing to have. I encourage you to seek ye first the kingdom of God and let God know that I need help with just believing in you, because we cannot see him in this generation. Going down into the reading, a person in their testimony said, hey, I have a friend that's an atheist. Me personally, I experienced that in real life. And it is an argument. It's actually a lot of arguments that happen when you're unequally yoked with people, because, sometimes you might agree, sometimes you might disagree, but that person is so set. They're 9 times out of 10 not even willing to listen or look into anything. They're just solely going off of scientific evidence and things that they heard. My friend personally did not have any backup or any proof of the things she was thinking. The beautiful thing about God and faith in him is that there's actual proof. You separate the night from day, it still gets dark, it still get day. God has proof that he is real. And me and my friend have these arguments all the time, and that's not how a relationship should be. Of course, you're gonna agree to disagree in a relationship, just like the person in their testimony saying. But when it becomes draining spiritually, then yeah, because it's not like you will always know somebody's belief or somebody's faith until you get to know them anyway. So you don't want to judge off of that. So there's been many times where I've given opportunities in relationships, but it's always led me down a path of argument, draining my spirit. These spirits try to, when people don't believe in God, they try to make you not believe in God with the scientific. So it's better for me personally to not indulge with people that do not believe in God. Of course, I would still interact with people. The Lord is probably going to send people that doesn't believe in him, putting them on my journey and on my path. Maybe there's a different way that I'll be able to explain or to help someone to love and learn God. But personally, when it comes to it, if I see it like an argument about to break out or somebody trying to force me, because these things have happened before, purposely arguing with me, trying to bring up things to disrespect God, like when things like that happen, then I'm good. But I just won't go around judging people because, you don't believe in God, so I'm not going to talk to you. I'm going to base it solely off of the behaviors and the things that's not going to, if it crosses any boundaries with me. I've seen people, just like I said, solely disrespect God, then I'm not going for it. But like the person in their testimony said, that they come and they pray and they talk to God and let them know that me and my friend has had differences. That's always a good thing that you want to do. She said, God, there are so many doubters in this world, people who question your existence and power. Please fill my heart with belief in you. But if you're around people that don't believe God, again, it's going to be easier for them to help you to not believe God, for you to begin to move like them. And that's not what we want. The purpose of humans and the purpose of relationship is an influence. So you being on this channel is influencing you to look into God, influencing you to look into health, influencing you to look into your creation and your purpose of why you're here. There's an influence that we carry. And if someone's influence is opposite of what you believe, and you stick around, you're going to eventually believe like that person. You being on this channel, you're eventually going to look into Jesus Christ, because that's all we talk about. Eventually, you're going to look into some of these health things, because that's all we talk about. We eat a little messy, but eventually you're going to look into health. Eventually, you're going to look into being natural and removing some things from your life because of the influence that we have here on this channel. The beautiful thing about life and the beautiful thing about God is that everybody has an opportunity. You have a choice. You have free will. You are free to do whatever you want to do in your life. But I want to encourage you to do your extended research and to look over the different things that evaluate your relationships, because the enemy sends people as well to actually knock you off of your faith, to actually knock you off of your belief. So when you are engaging with people that don't believe in God, be cautious with that, because the different spirits that's operating in people, they all have different agendas. So this is why the Lord in his word says that it's always wise to not communion or not be equally yoked with non-believers, to not sit with people that, they haven't forgiven their parents or the fatherless, because it's one thing to actually say something, but it's another thing to experience it. We have a conversation that we're going to get into on a later day, because now I'm actually seeing and understanding some of the things that God said, as far as when one demon leave, they come back 7 times 7. So there's some things that actually you have to experience. You will experience the word of God, and then it will make sense, a lot of the way you live and the way you believe. If you are never aware and you never take the time in your life to become aware of the grace and the mercy that you have, then you will never probably believe in God. So from my personal experiences that I've had, it's just wise for me to be cautious about surrounding myself with people that don't believe in God, because I've seen these different spirits try to attach themselves onto me and remove my faith. So in conclusion, when you have time, I encourage you to read Hebrews chapter 11 verses 6, and just believe you have free will to believe. You have free will to be on this channel if you want to. Right now, you don't believe in God. You have free will to only be here if there's only certain things that you want from this channel also. But a life without God, a life without faith is impossible. And that's why I'm here. That's why I keep showing up, because I have faith. Because I have the faith in that whatever God is doing. I didn't just create this YouTube just because. It's not my hand that is moving anything on this channel, because I ain't even honestly believe I was created like that. But me getting with God, me being in communion with God, me having faith in God is the reason why I keep showing up, and I'm believing what it is as He's showing me and that we're doing on this channel. I love you.